Linda is so beautiful. Just give her another round of applause. Auntie, now grandma, leader, and scholar. I want to do right by you, Linda, because one, you don't want the wrath of God. You don't also want the wrath of Linda Saussure. That sister is about nothing but freedom. So I want to be very clear in how honored I am to be here. Honored in ways that I can't even articulate. Around my neck, I am wearing a security pin with the emblem of the United States Congress. There have been 11,000 members of Congress since the founding of the United States of America, and there have only been 7 Muslims who have ever worn this pin. I am the 7th. So that honor that has been bestowed on me to do the work of my ummah, the work of our deen, sits on me with such grace. So to be here in this community celebrating an organization so deeply committed not only to our civil rights but to our power and place is a blessing. Assalamu alaikum. Not only is it an honor to be here tonight, it is good. It feels good to see all the sisters, sorry brothers, but the sisters just looking like God intended for us to look. I have some comments today, but if you've heard me speak since I've been sworn into Congress, I can't begin a talk or end a talk without asking the Sisters of Islam to run for political office. We need you. We need us. We need us in decision-making power. The Quran and the Hadith is very clear. Women deserve to be in leadership. But let's be clear. Everywhere we go, Muslims, we are in fact here and thriving, but we are also fighting for our very survival in Gaza, in Sudan, in Yemen, in Congo, in refugee camps all over the world, at border crossings, in prisons, in protest lines. And even here, outside of this convention center, down the street and over the hill, are institutions, including CAIR. Our leaders, our organizers are being targeted. They're being smeared and investigated for daring to speak truth and justice. I want to be clear that CAIR and Linda and others, myself and other members of Congress, every elected leader who is Muslim is being investigated for speaking about a genocide, for lifting up a promise of peace. That's where we are. But CAIR, in its 30-plus years, has never faltered and has faced these attacks with grace and a deep and profound courage when the powerful forces, and you know who they are sitting in the White House, have tried to silence us. CAIR makes the decision every time to step up and keep building. CAIR has defended our masjids. They have stood hand and foot with love and beauty in protecting Muslim students and universities. In our classrooms, that fight will continue. Our rights in the courts are being smeared, but CAIR steps up. CAIR is on the phone with the 4 current members of Congress, I gotta tell you, every day, letting us know that there is an expectation that we fight harder and clearer, and we answer those calls. CAIR has made sure that the voices of millions of Muslims in this room and beyond are held in the halls of power. For all the electeds here in the House, thank you for being here, because you are showing such courage in a time where the dehumanization of Muslims has become law. So thank you for being here to our elected family. CAIR has yielded that power and now demands the respect of the elected class. That did not come easy, and standing between fear and freedom, we know, Zara, that is sacred work. That is holy work. Standing in the gap of fear and freedom with a clarity. I came to the United States Congress clear, as we all are here, that faith absolutely in this country has a profound space in public life. Again, speaking to the youngsters and to the sisters, as Muslims, we are commanded to everywhere we are, pronounce our faith, even when your voice shakes. In public life, I did not come for power. I came to legislate for our elders and for our children. I came from community organizing for 30 years, working side by side with young people who have been in cages, who have been scapegoated for our nation's ills. But I come from a community very, very deep, 400 plus deep in a Muslim lineage here, right here in the United States. We should remind our people that the first Muslims who came here and stepped toes down here in 1619 were West Africans. I come from that lineage. I also come from, as we all do collectively, a freedom struggle that does not allow us to capitulate. It also doesn't allow us to play games with the Klan. I won't do it. I came tonight as your sister, as a Muslim woman extremely clear, that knows that prayer is not complete unless we are clear in its intention that it can transform the world around us. Allah is clear. We can't speak of faith in these moments without speaking of the people of Gaza. And you're absolutely right, Sister Linda, to see a people in this moment where their attempted existence, folks wanted to obliterate the people in the place. But it's not up to Trump, and it's not up to the leader of Israel. It's not up to members of any government to give destiny to a people. That destiny is given to the people of Palestine by God himself. As you see, Gazan families walk back into the ruins, looking for loved ones, their babies, their grandmothers, looking for life. Clear in faith. Their grief is unimaginable, but yet they are rising and walking in this very moment, understanding that faith has promised a morning, has promised the clarity that God is near, and their right to rebuild their homes and their schools and their lives must not be debated or delayed. CAIR is clear about that notion. Those folks, our people, deserve to live in a deep and profound peace, a peace that is surrounded by self-determination and rights to land. So I say that because I am clear about what we all deserve, what we all deserve. And it is also, as a Muslima, my responsibility to talk about our full ummah whenever I get the opportunity. Sudan also calls for our moral attention. What is happening in Sudan is not fate. It is the coordination of colonial greed, which has caused unsurmountable grief. Brothers and sisters, I hope you hear me, because I'm going to take a chance and talk about our future globally. What is happening in Sudan is a sin. What is happening in Sudan is anti-blackness. What is happening is the manipulation of nations for foreign interest. Muslims are killing Muslims. Women are being raped. And as a civil and human rights movement, we know collectively that we cannot stand for the dying of people in Gaza or the dying of our sisters and brothers in Sudan, where children starve and the world looks away because the victims are Palestinian or the victims have black skin, where violence is politically inconvenient. We will not look away. CAIR, its board, its volunteers, and its staff have demanded that we not only be people of faith in this moment, that we be people of intersectional conscience. The Quran is so beautiful and perfect and clear, and it commands us to stand firmly in justice even against ourselves. There is no neutrality ever in the face of oppression. These global struggles are connected here, right to our own. The same forces, and I want to be clear that the same forces that fund the bombs, the 2,000-pound bombs that kill babies, the same sources that fund the bullets that live in the spines of young children. Those weapons were purchased here. The same lawmakers who questioned aid for Gaza are trying to, and successfully, but if we do what we need to do tonight, we will continue to be a force to push up against them. They have successfully criminalized protest, successfully criminalized Muslim scholars who have tried to advocate for a just peace. And yet, while this goes on, we have to be clear that we have been here before. In every generation, Allah gives us people who refuse to be afraid. CAIR is made up of such people. They're so fierce. They are so fierce and loving, and they organize when other folks in this moment have retreated. But do not be disheartened when you're disappointed with other organizations in this moment who are too afraid of donors, who are too afraid of the pushback. CAIR has built coalitions when others have sowed division. And they show that our faith creates new conversations and possibilities for a freedom that is unseen. You see, as Muslims, we actually understand that while many of us have never experienced full equality in civil rights and justice, that it is coming. And this is the Calvary. This is the Calvary. So as I close, when you leave here, after we've given all that we have, when we've reminded ourselves that zakat is not just about charity, it is about a redistribution of love and power and generosity. Continue with a vigor to work hard for a free United States, where Muslims are centered, where Christians are centered, where Jews are centered, where people are centered, and they pray and love and work in peace and in honor. That is a vision that we all collectively have. We have a vision collectively that says organizations that are fighting for the human rights of our people should ask for nothing. They should be able to work. Salam alaikum. Thank you for having me here. I will continue to fight for you every single day that I can in the United States Congress. When we fight, we win. When we pray, we succeed. Thank you so much.